Yeah, this is Tactical Red, and you're on Tactical United, and I'm just doing a video quickly about Manchester United. I'm still a bit upset about obviously what's happened in the previous game, and I'm looking at what I'm looking at is the fixtures. Like I'm looking at the fixtures, and after the Newcastle game, we haven't got an easy fixture. We've got no easy fixtures coming up. Like no bankers, no guaranteed wins, no nothing. Like to me, honestly speaking, it don't really look good right now. It doesn't look like we're getting top four right now, because we've got the next three games is Chelsea. After Newcastle is Chelsea, West Ham, and Man City. Boy, like for me, they're all they're straight losses. Definitely Man City, definitely Chelsea, and it could be anything with West Ham. Do you get what I'm saying? We could be out of the top four by the time we play Man City. That's how peak it is right now. Obviously, Liverpool are cracking. That's the only thing that's like keeping our hopes alive right now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just Liverpool. It's just Liverpool. Like for me, if we will only get top four if teams are falling, and Liverpool are falling right now, so we could be lucky. I'm not gonna lie, we could be lucky, but at the same time, Ollie is living. Ollie is living dangerously like right now, because apparently in the papers they were talking about him and Bruno having an argument on the pitch, and Ollie was saying telling Bruno and stop staying in the centre and go to the right. Stop staying to the centre and go to the right, and Martial's position's in the centre. What? It's like I don't know what type of tactics that was, because like in the first half wasn't Rashford on the right and Martial on the left and Cavani up front. So why would Martial be on the centre and then Bruno on the right? Like I don't know what Ollie's trying to do. Like Ollie's doing a mad thing, Like Ollie. Do you know what Ollie does? He just has his favourites, and then he wants his favourites to do well, and he will do. And Bruno's not his favourite, by the way. I just want everyone to know one thing: Bruno and Ollie don't like each other on the low. Bruno doesn't respect Ollie at all, because the way he operates. Because Bruno's the type of guy, yeah, that he's the type of guy that Ollie hates. He's the type of guy that, stands up for himself and speaks up and doesn't say yes, 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 like basically all the other players. He's the type of guy that is a yes man. Ollie likes yes man in his club because he's a yes man. He's a yes man. He's a yes man to Woodward. Yes, yes. Yes, I'll bend over for you right now, Woodward, if you want it. Cat type thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, like Bruno's not that type of guy. You get me? But he needs Bruno, because without Bruno, we're dead. So he knows he can't really disrespect Bruno, but at the same time, Bruno kind of disrespects him because he don't really rate him. Like, and Bruno's like the people like Bruno's Ollie out. Bruno's Ollie out. Like Bruno's Ollie out. Like if you was to talk to Bruno on a man-to-man level, he would tell you, yeah, Ollie out. He knows he saved Ollie's ass. Like, and he don't rate Ollie because Ollie doesn't do anything tactically to help our team or Bruno perform better. He does everything negatively, And it's like, I just can't see us getting these points that we need to maintain top four. I mean, I can see us not getting more than 66 points. I'll just getting 66 points, 67, 68 points this season. Honestly, like I don't see us winning a lot of games in the next 14 games. I'm not gonna lie. I see like about 4 or 5 wins in that, and that's 4 or 5 wins is what, 15 points. Do you get me? It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Honestly, like I can see us going on a bad run right now, and Ollie, like we got the Europa League, and against Real Sociedad and stuff, and again I'm looking at the situation, and I'm thinking to myself, they look decent, Real Sociedad. They're not in the greatest form. Don't get me wrong. David Silva's just come back. They got another midfielder. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but his name starts with I and it ends with I. That's the best I know, but he's really good. He used to play for Real Madrid. He would play for Real Sociedad before, then went to Madrid, then went back to Real Sociedad. He's been injured for a lot, but he's come back in the last couple of games, and he's a possession-based player. Like, he's Spanish and that, but he's really possession-based, technically going to control the midfield. And when we play teams that control the midfield, boy, Like, because we got a counter attack, boy, we might be able to do a thing on the counter. But if he's gonna play Cavani and stuff, we ain't gonna do nothing. Like, no one's scared of Cavani. Like, the funny thing is since we've been playing Cavani, our attack has diminished. And people might say, "Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Cavani's scored goals." And I don't rate Cavani. I don't. I just think he's like. I think he don't even know what foot he is. I don't think he's left or right, or I don't know what he is with his feet. Like, he's just good in the movement. He's good at pressing. He closes down. I mean, I saw Cavani. I actually saw in the game that Cavani went all the way back for a fucking free kick to mark a player with Maguire, because obviously Maguire probably called him back and told him, mark this guy because I need help. And then Maguire was all the way on the corner. No, let's forget. No, sorry, Jacob, not Maguire. His name's Jacob. Jacob was all the way, yeah, all the way, like as furthest as he can be away from the box, defending. Like, why is he not in the center? He's the biggest guy. Why is he always hiding all the way to the other side, defending like that? He should be in the center, marking, taking responsibility. He's whack. Jacob's been getting away with it for too many years now. Like, it's too many years. 1 year is too many years with this guy. 8 million, 18 million pounds. Do you know what? Do you know there's companies in the world? There's companies in the world that are supposed to be big companies and they don't make 80 million pounds. They're not worth 80 million pounds. And this clown of a defender, we bought him for 80 million pounds because Ollie was begging for him to come because he was torn in English. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What type of choice is that? Dan James doesn't play games. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when does Dan James play games? Like, I don't think he plays games, Dan James. Then you got Wan-Bissaka. Okay, he's all right, not bad, but 50 million, no. Bloody Van der Beek, don't play him. Telles, don't play him. Who else have he bought? What else has he bought? Bruno Fernandes, one off, and he bought him 6 months later. He bought Bruno Fernandes 6 months later. 6 months later than he should have. Because we all knew as Man United fans we should have bought him in the summer. But Ollie waited till January when he was desperate. Because he thinks McTominay is like a superstar. No. We spent 300 million and I don't even know who else we bought. Like, it's actually peak out here. Like, who have we bought? Diallo doesn't get games. He's on bench, doesn't come on. Like, how are you spending 40 million on a player that doesn't get games again? Like, so we bought Diallo, we bought Van der Beek, and both of them ain't getting games. What is the point? Like, that's 80 million that you could have spent on a player to improve your defense or something like that. Like, what type of tactics, what type of strategy is this? Honestly, it's embarrassing. It's more than embarrassing. Ollie's embarrassing. Like, we have to improve dramatically in this thing, because if we don't improve dramatically in this thing, we're not getting top four. And do you know what? Pogba's gone anyway. I want 50 million for Pogba. 60. I want 60 million for Pogba. Yeah, 60 million for Pogba. I want to invest that money in Grealish and hold him the defensive midfielder. But Ollie won't do that if he's still there. But I would go for Grealish. I'll get a CDM and I'll get a centre back. It's simple as that. Simple as that. Honestly, simple as that. Like, I'm not even like entertaining anything else right now. Not entertaining anything else. We can play, you know. I would develop Greenwood as a striker with Cavani, yeah, because Greenwood is techie. Everyone's seen Greenwood performing now. Like for me, he's not even doing as well as he can. He's got this is not even good for him. For me, he's way better than what we're seeing right now. Just with the dribbling, the finishing is. I don't know. His finishing has become sloppy. I don't know what's going on with his finishing, because he used to be way more clinical than what we're seeing now. But you know, that's what happens when you spend time with a whack manager and whack coaches that we have at Manchester United. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, but I would put Greenwood up front. I'd practice with Greenwood up front more and Cavani. Me and Martial, I used to be a major Martial fan, but I see the flaws in him. I see the flaws. I see the mental flaws in Martial. Like, he's not a confident guy, and he's not he's not a confident guy. He doesn't perform consistently, and I think with Martial, I don't see what he brings to us. Everything to feet, I'm not on it. So yeah. That's about it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what this Thursday game is saying. And apparently Bruno Fernandes has been offered a contract and he's stalling too. I'm not surprised. Am I surprised? No. Would I be surprised if Bruno Fernandes leaves? If someone tries to buy Bruno Fernandes in the summer, I'm not surprised if they get bidded and Bruno says he wants to go. Trust me, all these Bruno Fernandes arse kickers are going to see that. Bruno's going to say, you know what, fuck this, fuck Ollie, I'm out of it. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm Tactical Red, this is Tactical United. Everyone enjoy their day.